Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I want to share with you this month's completed colouring pages because I won't get any more done now. And actually this is September to November because I was out of the scene for a bit, being unwell and whatnot. This is what I've done since September, so September, October and November's pages. There is just the usual amount, so don't panic. You're going to have to sit here for hours. I love sharing my finished pages with you all, and I love watching everybody else's as well, so it's always a pleasure when this time of the month rolls round for us. So let's get started. These are in order of how they were done. So this would have been the first one that I'd coloured in September, and then things wane off a little bit. But so this is a Dover colouring book, A Walk in the Woods by Dot Barlow, and it is adorable. I love it. So I tested the first page doing this little beaver. If I bring you in, just for this page, there's just the front page because I wanted to see how Inktense would work on the page. You do get some crinkling, and it did come through a little bit. So because this is a double-sided book, I decided that I wouldn't obviously use that medium again. So I then went on and we're going to have to come out. I went on and did the owl page. Got a thing about owls, I really love them. So, excuse my phone. This was done with Distress inks and Prismas and a white gel pen. And I tried to make it look like sort of bit atmospheric, with the moonlight showing through some clouds and the rest of it just being dark. But I was quite pleased with how it turned out. I have got some ghosting on the other side. But I didn't wait in between layers, but we'll be able to cover that up. So I was quite pleased with how he turned out. Not a lot of pencil work really, mostly ink, because this book is really detailed and very well drawn, so not a lot of work needed, but it is a really cute book. It really is, and it names all the creatures at the back. Yeah, it's a gorgeous little book. So yeah, so there's my little owl. I can take the bookmark out now. So there, oh, my phone's going to go berserk now. Okay, so that is A Walk in the Woods by Dot Barlow. The next pages that I did were in Mandalas Gone Wild. I love this book. This is by Chameleon, and it's a poster colouring book. So all the pages in it are just incredible, and they take water mediums really well. So I did two in here. I did, which I posted on Instagram, this one, this blue leopardy tiger. Now my inspiration, I copy the artists from the front. So where is he? She says, and then can't find it. That's handy, isn't it? So that one. I did this one. We did that as a colour along together. I think we did that as a colour along together a while ago. So that's where my what I followed for this one, and he was done with Prismas. Was he done with Prismas? Yeah, Prismas Artesian Metallic Paint. No, it's not this one. I've got the wrong one. So this is Prismas, and yeah, sorry, it is. It says Artesian Metallic Paint, but oh, around there. Can you see that? If I lift that up, you get that kind of. And I put some glossy accents on his eyes and his nose, just to give him that little bit of shine. I love, love, love this book. It's just incredible. The paper is cardstock, so it is really thick. Nothing comes through this page. Nothing comes through them, and I adore it. So yeah, I love him. I love how he turned out, and I like the feel of the glossy accents on it too. So then I did another page in here, which took me forever because this was the point that I'd started to get not able to manage everything. So I did this one, and I love this page. This was my Halloween page. I'll tell you in a minute what I used, and the front cover should show us the picture again. Bear with me. Yeah, him. So my inspiration was taken from that one, but I just changed it up a little bit. So here he is in all his sparkly goodness. Take the bookmark off. So I have got a little bit of warping on the paper, but I threw loads of stuff at this. It's a little bit of warping, if you can see, not much. So this one is done with inks, Prismas, Jelly Roll, and I used my beloved Shaved Ice by Stampalicious. Stampender, sorry. This gorgeous stuff. So it's got stickles on the spider webs. It's got the shaved ice around the edge, ink and Prismas, and it took me forever because I was really struggling with everything. If you follow the channel, you know. And this was the start of me, you know, not being able to colour. So I just kept coming back to it a bit at a time, because mandalas for me can be a bit wearing because you're doing the same thing. Although it's quite relaxing when you know what colours you're using and you just repeat them. But I think he turned out really well. I'm really pleased with the sparkle, and yeah, just everything. It's just lush. So I adore this book and plan on doing them all in here, because it's just glorious. So that is Mandalas Gone Wild by Chameleon. I love it. Poster colouring book by Dinotomic. So I did that one, and then this was a sad one. This was, I was waiting and waiting and waiting. You know, guys, how much I love Rita Berman, and I was waiting desperately for this book to come out, and we were going to do it as a colour-along. I started the colour-along with you when the book came, so excited. And we did part 1 on camera. It's still up on my channel. And then I lost half the footage to the second half. So, I mean, I've got some of the footage, but not all of it, and it just wouldn't have made sense for me to post it. And, you know, that didn't help with the way I felt either. But here is the finished page. And I'm pleased with it. I was just gutted that I couldn't finish it on camera. And like I say, I'd filmed it and then could not find half the footage. I don't know what I was doing. I was in a bit of a state. So we used Black Widows, which I love using the Black Widows in Rita Berman's books. In fact, I think hopefully you guys would like it. I got the new dragon set. Oh yes, I did. And I spent yesterday evening sorting them into colour order. So the new 36 Black Widow colour set, and I've put them all in colour order, ready to go, and hopefully we can do a Christmas colour along together in Rita's books. But this is how it turned out. Probably a little rushed in the end, but I was really pleased with the autumn leaves. I used a little bit of gold paint on the post box, and the rest is, there's a little bit of ink for the clouds on the background, and I splattered some paint just over the top. So it's a shame, it's a real shame, because I was having so much fun doing it with you, but we'll get back to it. We can get back to it. So that's Rita Berman's, I think it's my walk through Europe. I've probably got it wrong, but it's Rita Berman's anyway, and I love her work. Absolutely adore her. So then, in the spirit of Halloween, I then did this book, which I've had on my bookshelf for a while. I really don't give it that much credit because it's a lovely book to colour in. This is, I've come out too far. I presume it's Witches. It's in French, and I got it from Amazon UK. This is the detail on it, if you're interested. And that's what the front cover looks like. And I did just a quick, simple Halloween picture. I'll try and get it in focus. So this was, I used dual metallic gel pens for the broom handle and the floor. I wanted it to be a black and white floor, but I didn't want it to just be plain, and I hope you pick up on that beautiful shimmer they give you, the Pentel dual metallic hybrids. Prismas again, because they were probably on my desk and I just went with what was there. And lots of stickles, as you can see. I put it on the cape where the black lines are on the hat. And where else did I put it? Just about, oh, down the snake, just about everywhere. And the background, I was going to put, I got a spider's web stencil and some spiders, and I was going to put that in, but actually, once I'd done the green smoky background, I thought, do you know what, less is more, leave it alone. And I actually really love how this turned out. It's almost like she's come home, kicked her shoes off, and is cooking a potion somewhere in the background. That's what I was envisaging. So I just love the way it sparkles. These dual metallic pens are just not to be criticised, are they? They're just beautiful. They really are. They give as much glimmer and shimmer as a Stickles does. So I really enjoyed that little page. It didn't take me long, but it was really needed at the time, you know, and it's a gorgeous book. I think I did this one ages and ages ago, this double page spread, and it takes inks and water really, really well. Looks like there's a mushroom half coloured somewhere, but yeah, so I was really pleased with how that came out, and it just gave me that little bit of colouring joy that I needed when I didn't want to spend hours and hours on something. So that, if you're interested, if I took the bookmark out, is witches, I presume, sorcerers, and I got that from Amazon UK. Okay, then we did together as a colour along, when I was starting to feel a little better and picking up, we did the 100 Landscapes colouring book by Rachel Mintz, who kindly sent these to me, even though I was, you know, not filming because I was feeling a bit crappy, but they sent it to me as a gift, and I adore it. This one and the cute one, I love it. And this page struck me. It just really stood out to me. And so we did this one again with Prismas, because it's Amazon print paper and the Prismas work so beautifully on it. But now I found out so does the Derwent Chroma Flows. They work awesome on this paper. So we did this together, and we used Distress inks with a cloud stencil, and we did that in the well everywhere. And then for just details and very brief details, it didn't take us long at all, we used Prismas, and then I put some stickles on the water just to give it that, like it's caught the sunlight effect. I don't know if you're picking up on that, but oh, I loved this picture. As soon as I saw it, I thought I have to do that. So we did it as a colour along. There are just so many gorgeous images in here. Look at that one. They really are, and they just colour so beautifully. So that's one we did. That's up on my channel as Colour With Me, and that'll be in the playlist if you look and want to have a go. That's in my playlist of Colour With Me. Yeah, I love it. Just so tranquil and beautiful. I love it. So that was Rachel Mintz's 100 Landscape Colouring book, which we did together. Then I was lucky enough for the Art Spirits, Rebecca, she's got her own channel here on YouTube, who makes her own paints, to send me 2 brand new release sets of paints. And one is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, and the other one is Alice in Wonderland. Both sets, they are gorgeous. Let me grab them. So this is how they come, beautifully presented. And I've done on this video, which we did together, you'll see me swatching them out. Look at them. Aren't they stunning? So that's the Alice in Wonderland set. And then this is the Emerald City. And look at those. So I decided, instead of just swatching them, that I wanted to have some fun with them, because I adore playing with these paints. And you know, Rebecca had sent them to me as a gift, and I was so grateful. So I chose Escape to Oz, fitting for the paints. And I had never coloured in this book, but wanted to, so we started this page together. And I used Rebecca's paints for the Yellow Brick Road, her silver shoes, and the tights. The rest of it I left matte, and what did I use? Prismas again. They were probably on my desk. And I was beginning to feel a bit better and starting to enjoy the hobby again and wanting to spend more time doing it. And I just had a blast. So I think we just did the Yellow Brick Road together, and her shoes, I think, and tights, I can't remember. But look at the shine on that. This is called Tin Man, this paint. This one is the Yellow Brick Road. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Look at the shine on it. And then, I'll just put it away. I couldn't tell you now. Hang on, I will tell you. So, the tights were, I don't know because they're stuck in the box. The tights were Emerald City, is that beautiful green. And then the red, I think, were Ruby Slippers. Was this red. This one. And I think, if I can just move them, it was, oh, Queen of Hearts. So they were the two paints that I used. And then, just because I wanted to, I added just a little bit more of diamond stickles over the top of the red, just so they really sort of stood out. Not that it needed any more, but I did. And I finished the page, and I'm thrilled with how it came out. Those paints couldn't have been better. Couldn't have picked a better book to use them in. And I'm really pleased with how it came out. Really pleased. So that's kick-started this book now. So hopefully I will feel a little bit more confident about colouring it now and painting in it, because there's not a wrinkle on the page. It handled it and it didn't go through. It handled it beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. So, I had so much fun. Really, really enjoyed playing with them. So thank you to Rebecca over at the Art Spirits there. This is Escape to Oz by Good Wives and Warriors. And up on my channel, if you're interested in those paints or indeed the book, we didn't do the whole thing on camera, but it's there with Colour With Me. And I think it's called Let's Have Fun in Escape to Oz. But it will be on a Colour With Me playlist. So that's that one. I loved doing that. And then, oh, of course, how could I forget? The next one is the Christmassaurus. So, Tom Fletcher's The Christmassaurus, which is a children's reading book. And it is the Tom Fletcher you're thinking of. Let me just find where it says. McFly, that's right, I couldn't think of who it was. So this is the hardback version, isn't it delicious? Look at that. So this is the Christmassaurus and the Naughty List. And I actually bought it for my grandson for Christmas, and when I opened it, it was such a surprise to see the illustrations in it were absolutely, can't find one now of course, absolutely adorable and needed colouring. So we started together, we did Bear Bum Boy. I'll bring you in, and the paper did not coat very well at all. We did Bear Bum Boy there, and I'm sure there's a Bear Bum Boy at the back here, which I did with chalk. But of course I wouldn't be able to find it, would I, for the love nor money? I was hoping that it might fall open. No. But I did one in, this was Prismas, and the paper hated it, and I did one in chalk, and that was okay. Then I had a bit of a brainwave and decided to buy some satin glazing liquid by Golden and coat the page with it. So I thought, well, if I can't use pencils, maybe we could paint it. But I put, on camera, we did this together, colouring the Christmassaurus, and I put the glazing liquid on, and it handled the Prismas perfectly. It's got stickles on it, and yeah, we went to town. It's even got gel pen on, and it didn't go through, whereas before it would have done. So I've now coated Little Bear Bum Boy with it, so I can go back over with Prismas and blend him properly. And I love it. This book is incredible. The illustrations are out of this world. So I want to colour it, colour the characters in here, and then give it to my grandson. So what we're doing is working our way through together on camera all the different characters so that we can complete the book, or you can complete the book yourself. and I am loving it, and I am so grateful to everyone's support that has come along the journey with me. If there are any other colourists out there that would like to buy the book and do it with me too, please say so. Please get in contact with me, because I'd love the support. It would be amazing to know that there are others of you that want to do it with me. So if you have a YouTube channel and you think, actually I want to go at that book, and I've got the satin liquid glaze and I'm prepared to have a go, give us a shout, would you? I'd love to share it with you. Okay, so that is the work of the wonderful Tom Fletcher, and it's illustrated by Shane. I'm trying to get it in the camera. I can't pronounce it, I'm not even going to try. So, the Christmassaurus and the Naughty List. This is a hardback, gorgeous book, and I think I paid £7 for it on Amazon, and almost every single page has an incredible grayscaled illustration, and they are beautiful pictures, and the story is just lovely. Yeah, there's just so many. I mean, look at that. Absolutely stunning. So anyway, I'll stop banging on about it. It was just, for me, it was like the find of a century. You know, ordered it for my baby grandson, for his daddy to read to him, and then when it arrived I thought, I have to colour this for him before I give it to him. So yeah. So that's Tom Fletcher's The Christmassaurus and the Naughty List. And we've done the two in there now, Bear Bum Boy, and we've done the Christmassaurus. And lots of you want to see it, so we'll carry on. Okay, then I did another one, which I did a page in A Million Owls, which took forever. Again, I was losing focus, couldn't stay concentrated, so I was switching back and forth from pictures. So this is A Million Owls by Lulu Mayo, and I may go back to this and put a background in because I haven't so far, but I did the double page spread of the owls. And what I was, do you know what I was most pleased about was the fact that I blended some gel pens here, and they blended so well. So if I lift it up, I think, what are they? Jelly Roll Stardust, I think they are. And I managed to blend the pink and the purple together here. I didn't think of it here, I just did a flat colour, but I tried that and I was so pleased with how it came out. The background I wanted it to look like a mirror. And why I didn't think of using Rebecca's paints, I don't know, because her silver is just amazing. But I got this liquid chrome mirror effect pen from Amazon, I think. If you just put liquid chrome mirror effect pen in, it'll come up. And I coloured in the background because I wanted it to look like a mirror. And there was a slight bit of ghosting, so I wouldn't recommend it if you've got a page that you don't, a slight bit, but I wouldn't recommend it if you've got a page that you want pristine behind. So yeah, so I loved how it turned out, but I do feel I need to put some kind of, maybe just pan pastels or something like that, just to tie it all together, or you know, my dissolvable crayons, just to finish it off. But I was so fed up of looking at it at that point, I just thought, oh god, you know, that'll do, just chuck it on the pile and get to something you're enjoying. But you know, I love Lulu Mayo's books, they're so good, and I particularly love this one. So anyway, that's the first page completed in look at the sparkle. I'm like a small child, look at the sparkle. In A Million Owls. So that was Prismas and Lightfast, Jelly Roll Stardust and Dual Metallic Hybrids. In fact, they might have been the Dual Metallic. No, they were Jelly Roll that I blended, so I was thrilled with that. Okay, so that's A Million Owls by the lovely Lulu Mayo. Okay, right, then we've got, there's only two more folks and I'm done. We did, most recently, we did together, in fact yesterday I think I posted this, we did a page in 100 Cute Grayscales, another Rachel Mintz one, And this you'll know if you'd watched the flip through of, I think it's 8 new colouring books, and they're mostly gifted to me. Again, this was a page that jumped out at me. So together we did this page, and this is done in Chromaflow pencils because my lovely friend Gina sent them to me as a early Christmas present to beat the post, and we did him together as a colour along. And so it's just literally Chromaflow pencils, and the shine on his nose that you can see is 3D Dovecraft 3D pearl effect in clear, and I put a dollop on and then just used a paintbrush to smooth it over so it wasn't so he's got a little shiny nose, you know, like moist animal nose. And then the little bumblebee, I don't know if you can, oh there you go, it's got a tiny bit of Dovecraft glitter glue on there, which is called Crystal, which is this one. So Dovecraft glitter glue even, and it's Crystal. Again, Amazon. This is Amazon print paper, but the Chromaflows, wow, incredible, absolutely incredible. I am in love. So we did this little blue guy, and I love him. He's absolutely adorable. Again, this book is just, look at these pictures and look at that. There are some that I wouldn't colour, but on the whole they are cuteness personified. They really are. Look at that one. So just adorable. I don't know why blue, but I think he just works. So that was Rachel Mint's 100 cute grayscales for colouring book for adults. I think that's £7.99 UK pounds on Amazon. And then one of the other books that I was so kindly gifted was this, and this came from Bonnie, another lovely lady and subscriber. This is Millie Marotta's new book, Secrets of the Sea. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? So oh, I haven't marked it, that's because it's right at the back. So I did this and finished this yesterday, and I'm really pleased with how this came out. You'll have to excuse the glare. Look at the shine. Can you believe that? Isn't that incredible? So this is, and it tells you in the back of Millie's books what they are. And this is the Leafy Sea Dragon. And I didn't look it up, I just kind of threw myself in there, but it's not far off the colours, you know. So I used the Chromaflows again because I couldn't get enough of them. So the whole dragon is done in Chromaflow pencils. The tiny little green dots are done in a Posca pen. I don't know if you can see that detail. Yeah, they're Posca pens. And then I used the dark corners that you can see in the picture are the Calero Ocean set. I'm not a huge fan of the Caleros, I'll be honest. And then, so I cracked out the Arteza metallic watercolours, which Kevin sent me a while ago, and I adore them. And it kind of rescued it because I wasn't keen on how it was going. But the sheen on the Artezas is just incredible. And then I'd used masking fluid for the bubbles, so I didn't go over the bubbles, and then just, it wasn't shiny enough, stuffed some diamond stickles over the top of the bubbles, and I'm in love with it. I think for me it's probably the best one that I've coloured this month, and that's because my enjoyment's coming back. You know, I'm loving it. So these metallic paints, I love the fact that Kevin sent me these metallic paints. I'll show you the tin. So these are the Arteza metallic paints, and they are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, but there's only 24 in a set. So I've been doing a bit of research, and before I was feeling a little bit low, Kevin, which I must email him and see how he is because I haven't heard from him for a while, sent me the Arteza mica powders. And I've been doing a little bit of research on how to use them. And we can make our own proper watercolours that don't rub off. I mean, the colours are just wow. I mean, look at this one. So these are mica powders, and they will have that sheen. So they're also cosmetic safe. You can use them for faces, so I wouldn't have any hesitation about using them. But if you do want to see, you know, what I wouldn't do is sit and swatch them, but I could show you the stuff that I've brought to go with the mica powders to make it stay on a page. I'd be willing to do that, because I am about to have a go and have a play with those, because if this is the Arteza watercolours and I've only got 24 of those, I want 60, because look at them. Oh, why not? So that's what, let me know what you think. If you want to watch that and we can play with the page maybe at some point over Christmas or something, I will put a video together doing that for you. So this was, yeah, Bonnie's gift to me, and I'm so grateful. Millie Marotta. So a lot of people are put off because there's so many little details in each thing, but I ignore them and just colour straight over the top, do my own thing, and it actually really adds to the effect. If you look at the leaves, it actually just really adds to the effect of the image, I think. So I'm in love with that one. Gorgeous. So that is Millie Marotta's Secret of the Sea. And that's it, folks. I know, 3 months worth of colouring, hey? But I knew I wouldn't get through any more, so this is why I'm posting a little bit early. And then as from December, we will start our Colour Christmas with me, and I'm really excited to get our Christmas books out and get going. So I'm hoping to crack open those new Black Widows, get those mica powders out to play with, all sorts, and carry on with our Christmassaurus characters. I'm going to let you go because I have waffled on long enough, bent your ear for long enough. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the pages that I've done, and that we've got lots more pages in future to do together. Alright, I'm going to let you go. So for now, my friends, take really good care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.